Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today I am building a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom family cottage in the world of Windenburg, and it comes in at 62,172 simoleons, which I don't think it's too bad of a price for how much space you're getting, how many rooms you're getting. It also has like a little art studio and a dining room that's sort of in a sunroom area. We have some chicken coops outside, and best of all, this build only uses 3 packs in the game. I am using, well, aside from base game, I'm using Get Together, Cottage Living, and Laundry Day. And you might recognize this build if you follow me over on Twitch. I streamed this a couple of days ago. I went into the stream being like, okay, I want to do a limited pack build. I'm not sure where or what. And the first thing I decided on was Get Together. So I picked out a lot here in the world of Windenburg and started building. And based on what items I was using is kind of how we figured out how to limit it to 3 packs. So that's something I did recently in another build, but this one is even more limited. It's only 3. And I really like how it comes out. So I hope you enjoy it as well. If you would like to download it, it is available right now on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. Here is when I was like, you know what? I want to use this beautiful roof pattern, like the thatched roofs that came with Cottage Living, and then somebody had suggested these windows from Laundry Day, which I adore, especially for this sort of space, like a little bump out area that could be a sunroom. So that's what I ended up doing over there. We're going to be changing the colors of everything though as I pick the siding for the house, which I knew I wanted to use this more like Tudor style wallpaper that came with Get Together. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to use it. This is one of my favorite packs for building, not only because of the world, but because of the beautiful like wallpapers and such that came with it. I think I mentioned that is one of my favorite packs to build with in a video I posted last week that was actually sponsored by EA, which was really cool. But yeah, just building that today and adding these windows. I think all of the windows, aside from the Laundry Day ones, are from Get Together, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't think I used any Cottage Living ones. I thought about it for a while. Cottage Living, I think on the outside is just some of the landscaping, the roofing, and then on the inside, a lot of the furniture is from that pack. I think Cottage Living's a really good one. I didn't include that in that video, but I would highly recommend Cottage Living as well. It's one of my favorite expansion packs. But here we are just trying to figure out adding like a little chimney spot in here. I'm trying to remember if I had a fireplace in here. I wanted one, but it ended up to be a little bit smaller on the inside than I was thinking it was going to be with the amount of bedrooms I wanted to include and having the primary bedroom on the first floor. So I don't think there ends up even being a chimney inside, but it's okay. It's the Sims. But here I'm just working on the landscaping using a mixture of Debug landscaping from both Get Together and Cottage Living. I love that tree I put out front, that like really tall, narrow one. And then over here in the side yard, I wanted to have some bushes that kind of framed in the yard with these fences that are falling apart a little bit. And I just think it came out cute. I really love these Debug fences. Honestly, Debug, Show Live Edit Objects has so many awesome, beautiful items for landscaping, and I am so thankful that we have them. And what else are we doing here? Oh, I tried to put some vines on the outside of the house, and I didn't like how it looked. We just ended up having a little bit of wisteria going up the chimney, and then I am adding some flowers. We have some beautiful roses out front, and I'm trying to think what else. I scrolled through this forever because I wanted to add as many cute items as I possibly could, and I think the Debug from Cottage Living is one of the strongest debugs. So I did get that barrel of flowers and a couple of other like flower bushes around the property, and we're just going to be going back and forth here trying to figure out the landscaping. And here are the chicken coops. I love the chickens in this game. I think like the cows and llamas are cute too, and obviously I love the bunnies. I'm a bunny mom, but something about the chickens just, it makes me so happy. I've thoroughly enjoyed the gameplay with them, and they're really cute, so I'm always happy to add a couple of chicken coops here. And I think it's like more of a realistic thing to have a couple of chickens than like a yard full of tons of larger animals. I feel like it's common to see people who have like a chicken coop in their backyard or a couple of them. So I like to add that. There's also a couple of plots for gardening. And then a blue door. I was very excited about this for some reason. This is one of the front doors that came with Cottage Living, and I really liked it in the blue swatch. Plus, there's a little bit of blue in the flowers in the flower boxes that I had grabbed, and some more of the landscaping as well. So I just liked how that all tied in together. It was a nice change of pace. I don't know how often I use a blue door. And then I'm getting these stepping stones from base game debug to kind of line your way to the door. Unfortunately, this lot does not connect to the road. That seems to be a problem in many lots that The Sims make. And I hope someday they'll stop doing that. But I have a feeling that's not the case. I really wish they connected to the lot so you don't just have a house in the middle of nowhere that's not connected. Because I would at least like to have some sort of dirt connecting so it looks like there was like a footpath, because yeah, not everything's going to be perfectly connected and have like a road depending on, or like a paved driveway depending on the area you're in, but at least have the ability to have terrain paint go to the edge so it can look like Sims were walking through the area, or maybe a tractor was going through the area. Not that we have cars in the game. Maybe someday. I really want cars. I feel like at this point there's no hope for cars, but I still very much want them. I don't know, maybe 2022 will bring us all of the things we've been missing. Cars, improved babies, I don't even know what else. I think a lot of people have been asking for bands. That could be kind of cool. That's not like at the top of my list, but I'd be okay with it. Anyway, here is the floor plan coming together. You can see upstairs there was a bathroom and 3 bedrooms. And we're working on the downstairs now, trying to figure out where I want to put the primary bedroom without taking up like the entire downstairs for it. So it ends up having some funky hallways in this house, but I like that. For some reason in these older houses, I love the goofy hallways and like weird shaped rooms. I think it's pretty realistic. So this house definitely has a lot of that. I think it adds quite a bit of character to the home. So there's some fun hallways, and then we're going to be starting here on the kitchen. Of course, I'm using the kitchen set from Cottage Living because out of all the packs that I'm using, it's the only one that comes with a kitchen, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and it's a really nice one. It's not my favorite kitchen at all, but it's one I really, really do enjoy, and I think it worked nicely for this house. I used this dark blue swatch, which isn't one I've used often, if ever, and I just thought it looked nice. It was kind of tying in that whole idea on the outside where I added some blue flowers and the blue front door. I just wanted a couple of touches of like a darker blue throughout the home, so I thought having the kitchen counters would be a bit of fun, and that is what I did. But since I was going to want to have a window above the sink, and I didn't want it to be a different color window, but the color of the windows on this build kind of don't work too well with the wood tone on the top of these countertops, I end up deciding to make like a makeshift island in the middle here using some side tables from Laundry Day. You'll see me grabbing those here shortly because they match the window a little bit better, and that way it felt like it tied in the whole color scheme in here. So I felt like I could have multiple wood tones and it didn't feel so out of place. At least I felt like it came out okay that way. You can let me know if you agree. I just thought that was a nice way to tie it in, and of course getting some other decorations from Laundry Day. I was so excited about putting the wash bucket here size down up on that table. It's not going to be functional there, but I did put a like regular size one on the floor outside for your Sims to use. But I think it looks so nice as a decoration inside. Like you could wash like kitchen rags or whatever in the kitchen. I don't know. Something about that made me happy because I never even thought about sizing it down. I think I probably assumed that you couldn't scale it properly because there's water in it, but it seems to have scaled just fine. So very, very happy about that, and just getting some more clutter in here. We got that like basket to put eggs in. I wish that was functional, but it's not. I just thought that seemed nice since we do have some chickens outside, and that's pretty much it for this kitchen. And you'll see there's an archway here into what the dining space is going to be, which ends up being a very simple dining space, but it's still cute. It's mostly about the view to outside from that area, having all the beautiful large windows from the Laundry Day pack. And then this is going to be the living room through here. I know we didn't do the dining room yet. Also, I was getting frustrated that one side of these archways was a different color. I really wish they weren't. But that chimney does not actually end up staying there. And then here, I'm just trying to figure out what the rooms are going to be. And I just threw some beds in there. That is not exactly how they're going to stay. And I also decided and realized I did not have a bathroom downstairs. So here I am trying to figure out how to fit in a bathroom. but still keep that little space in the front, which I wanted to have as an office. It ends up being a painting studio in the end, which I really, really adore in this space. And I felt like we had plenty of items to use in there with the packs I was using. It's mostly base game, but I used a few things from Cottage Living as well. So it's more of like a crafty painting space because we have cross stitching that came with that. So it just came out pretty cute in the end. Anyway, the living room is very cramped when you first walk in. I kind of wish I had one extra tile of like depth for this room. That would have been so nice. But that's not how it worked out, and I didn't want to ruin the exterior of the home, and this was fine. Like, you're going to be able to function in this home plenty, and there's plenty of seating at, like, the table and the dining space. It's not too big of a deal, so it's just a little squished in this living room, but I was okay with it in the end. Hopefully you are as well. And then those are just some paintings on the wall from Get Together. I think they look really nice. They have some of those buildings that you can see downtown in the world of Windenburg, which is where we're building. And I got a little tea set in here. It's heavily using Cottage Living in this room, as you can tell, like all the furniture. Well, not this mirror. This mirror is from Get Together, but and I think we used, side tables from base game because I used the really pretty sideboard from Cottage Living under the TV. I didn't want to have the same one over here, so we used a base game one and got some flowers, just a simple side table by the entrance. I like to do that. And I think we're gonna get like the fire alarm and our coat. Oh wait, yeah, I got a mirror over here too. It's nice to have a mirror to look in before you leave. And then there was just a coat rack. And then we're moving on to the downstairs bathroom that I almost didn't include in this build. I am glad I remembered it because it's kind of important to have more than one bathroom when you have as many bedrooms as this. And the primary bedroom is on the bottom floor, so if they didn't have a bathroom to use, that'd be kind of odd. Plus, your guests would have to go upstairs to use the bathroom, so made sure to include one down here, just using the same countertops that I used in the kitchen space with a sink in here. And then because I wanted to make sure there was a tub in this space and there was not enough room in the upstairs bathroom, I had to put the shower tub combo down here and have that little nook in the corner be a toilet, which is somewhere I would normally have put the shower, like a stand-up shower, but I really just wanted to make sure there was a tub so that way if you had toddlers in this house, you would be able to deal with that, or if you had cats or dogs. I didn't imagine there was toddlers in this house, but there will be in the future because I did something in this build that I don't think I've ever done before. I often do twin rooms for kids. I think I've done twin toddler rooms, definitely teenagers, but I did twin babies. There's a twin nursery in this build, which made me really happy. And hopefully we can use that to like manifest better babies in the future, more nursery things. I've talked about this so many times, so often, but hopefully, maybe let's 2022, please. Better babies and nursery stuff. Thank you. But this is going to be the art studio, which I think came out so cute in the end. Oh my goodness. Just hanging up some paintings on the wall that I was thinking maybe they created. We have lots of storage in here. We have an easel, some fun references to go ahead and paint. And I'll be grabbing that cross-stitch box in here as well. And this little gnome, he's so cute. And I think that, the last thing is just some books, and that's pretty much it for that little art studio. And we're moving on to the primary bedroom. I, of course, wanted to use this bed that came with Cottage Living because it's gorgeous, and I wanted to use, the beds that came not with base game if I could in this space. And so I picked this green swatch with these floral patterns on it and just getting a little rug in here, some baskets. It's a really cozy room. I don't think it's anything too fancy, but I do think it looks very comfy, cozy, and perfect for a family. So I liked how this room came out, even though it was simple. Upstairs, this room is actually going to end up being a guest bedroom. I am making final decisions here on what each room is going to be, but not decorating them yet. And then this is going to be the twin nursery, which is so cute. Oh my goodness. Do I actually start with that one? I think I might start with the twin nursery. I do. Yes. The wallpapers from Cottage Living were perfect for this with like the little bunnies and stuff. It's just such a magical like forest vibe for a nursery. I really liked that. We got a toy box in here, a little chair in the corner, I imagined, to sit there and like breastfeed the babies, and some like bunnies in here. There ends up being a pop of red in here, which is a little strange. And if I had a green version of that ladybug, I would have used it if the frame around it was green like the bunny one is. But to try and incorporate that, I also added a ladybug toy on the ground. And then there's just this little dresser over here with a painting above it, and that'll be it for the nursery. It's pretty cute. I would have loved to have been using more packs than I was using to try and really bring home that whole like mystical fairy cottage, not fairy cottage, but like mystical outdoor creature vibe that I was going for in there, all the like little bunnies and stuff. So that's okay. I think it came out pretty cute in the end. And then this is the kid's bedroom, which is so bright pink. I feel like this kid just got to the age where they're allowed to pick out their own furniture in whatever color, or they could paint it whatever color they wanted. And they went wild with the like bright pink and blue. I think it's a bit of fun. It doesn't really match the rest of the house, but I think that's kind of the fun of kids' rooms. You can do whatever you'd like with them, and it makes sense. And then that is the spare bedroom. And then we'll be heading on into screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.